It's been a while since I've done a diecast video. I just haven't had much stuff to make videos on, and I've been running around filming monster truck shows. Speaking of, I'm filming more this weekend in Anaheim, so it's kind of a busy month for me in January, but following tradition, I am going to do a video on the next Matchbox Mattel Creations release, the Jeep Gladiator. And when I say I was going to do a video on the next one, I lied. The next two releases. I also have the Ford Bronco. So here's the story. The Gladiator went on sale last month in December. I'm recording this on January 18th, 2024. And the Gladiator shipped out and arrived to me on the 16th, on Tuesday. I was busy doing college stuff. I didn't have time to do this video. And the very next day, the Bronco showed up. So I just said, why not? Why not? Let's just do both of them in one video. Might as well. So we're going to start with the Jeep because it came out first. I have every release of Matchbox Mattel Creations stuff. I think there's 16 here, if I can count. So this is number 17 and 18. Technically 19 and 20, though, because there were two made-to-orders that they did last year. All right, let's get this sucker out. I'm just jumping into it. So the Jeep Gladiator, this was shown off at SEMA. That's where we initially saw pictures of this arise. And yeah, all Matchbox Mattel Creations releases come in these really comically oversized acrylic cases. And another thing that's new is they actually have a kind of plastic film around the acrylic case when you get it. So not only is it caked in tissue paper, it's also caked in this weird thing. So we basically have to take two things off. All right. Actually, this is the outer box. That slides off. So one thing about these Matchbox releases is their acrylic cases are highly detailed. Do I like them? I'm not. I don't know. They're hard to display. I display them loose because the acrylic cases they just take up too much space. So actually, let's just take the case off. Actually, let's read the back first. So the casting history. It's not going to focus, is it? Oh, there you can read it. Jeep Gladiator 2023 first release, but this is the DTC updated release now. We'll get into that because I actually do have the 2023 release here. If it will focus, come on. There we go. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Just trying to play with this new camera, and I bumped my tripod. Okay. Anyway, so I'm kind of a mess right now. I haven't done this in so long. It's not natural. So here's the acrylic case. It's got all this little detail and texture. Bunch of rocks. Doesn't look too bad. It is a bit grainy because I think they do use like kind of the dot matrix style of printing on it. Here's all the bottom and all the stuff here. Is there like direction when it comes to like, I know sometimes they have an arrow on the base telling you kind of which direction it's supposed to go in. I don't even see that on here. Anyway, there is a little plastic thing around the model. We're gonna cut that out. Actually, I'm gonna unscrew it first. I'm not gonna make you watch me unscrew this off the base, so I'm just gonna cut back when it's off the base. All right, the model is out. Just have to take off this plastic piece. And let's look at it. So they said this is kind of a retool on the back, and that's because they changed the base of it. That's the only thing that's different. So you'll look at the bottom. The base looks fairly similar to the moving parts version, except you'll notice the front bumper is different. As you can see, it's got the winches there in the front, or tow hook, whatever those are. I don't know. I'm not a off-road person. It's got a big push bar in the back, or in the front. The back's a little different, also has a different bumper. And that's really all they changed with the base, is just the bumpers. And they also have this roof rack, which, by the way, is removable. It simply just pops off. See, it's got a bit of detail. It does have some light detail there on the top. Some stuff on the side there. I think these are like traction bars or something. You put these under a car when you're off-roading to give it some like traction if it gets like stuck or whatever. And I do know, that's actually one thing I do know what they do. That's for traction. Hood opens on this. It is detailed. You can see a little bit of detail there. Have the front grille detailed. This has detail all the way around. However, the graphics quality, that's kind of ugly. These kind of grays and oranges just are very fuzzy. It's like TV static. It is black. Havoc off-road real truck. Whatever that says, I can't read it. It's practically illegible. One thing I will notice, this does have new wheels on it. I'm pretty sure this is a new wheel type. It is like kind of a 6-spoke kind of off-road wheel. This is a new wheel type. It looks pretty solid. I know I was talking about the Savoy in the last video I did on this. This also has a new wheel type in this. So it looks like Matchbox is starting to expand their 2-piece wheel repertoire, which is good. You like to see that, because I've always kind of talked about how their 2-piece wheels have been lacking. This is, I think, based off an actual Gladiator that was done. And like I said, it was at SEMA. That's where we first saw the die cast. This is pretty solid. The only complaint I have is just the really fuzzy graphics quality. But that's it. I do like it. I think the Gladiator, Matchbox's Gladiator, is a really cool casting. And I think this version, this off-road version, looks really nice. I like the modifications they made, kind of adding the roof rack, which if you don't even want it, you can just remove it. So that's pretty cool. I wish the base was metal. I mean, I don't know why they didn't make it metal, because this is a retooled base compared to the moving parts version, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I do like it. I think this one's pretty solid. The only thing though is, would you pay $25 plus shipping and tax for this? That's kind of what's this, Matchbox Overlanding. That's on the back there. It's interesting. Yeah, the price point's kind of the biggest gripe with these models that most people have, is that, oh, it's like $35 when you factor, I bumped my tripod again. It's like $35 when you factor in shipping and tax. And that, I think, is kind of a, kind of a real complaint. I mean, the quality of these, it's priced the same as a Carbon Blister RLC model. Would you consider this to be of equal quality? Yeah. Maybe it's because, it's got the big display, display acrylic case, but most people don't even like the big acrylic cases. They're just too big. You can't even really display them. They're just really clunky. Like, I basically just display these loose, and I keep the acrylic cases in my closet. And while I'm talking about the Jeep and kind of addressing some of the complaints of this line, I'm trying to get the Bronco out. It does not want to come out. Come on. I think I'm getting it out. Wait, come on. Come on. Trying so hard. It's like, give me a grip. Give me something to grab onto. Actually, I'll just grab the tissue paper. There we go. Got it. All right, this is the next one. Oh, this one is, so this one is actually not covered in like a weird plastic sort of tomb. It's just the tissue paper. Okay. All right. This is the Bronco. This casting debuted, I think it was like 2022. Oh, 2023. It says 2023 first appearance. Was it? Was it actually 2023? I feel like it was late 22, or maybe it was 23. I don't know. These Matchbox mixes kind of blend together for me. There's the back if you want to read all that. Take that off, and it has kind of more of a desert. This base looks like tar. It looks terrible. This is another thing, is with these bases, they do like a dot matrix printing. It looks like, look at the background. It's like desert, kind of like, you're in the Arizona desert. This is just like mud. It's like tar. You're literally driving through an oil spill. It doesn't look very good. That's even another thing. It's like, oh, these, acrylic cases are kind of cool, like display pieces, but it's like, they don't even look good. The bases don't look good because they use the same kind of Hot Wheels. Like, look at the grain on that. Look at the fuzz. I know I'm getting in really close, but still. All right. Once again, gonna cut again while I take this guy off the base. All right, the Bronco is out. So, same exact, actually these are the same exact wheels as the Gladiator. It's weird we're getting off-roaders released back to back. So this says opening doors, as you can see. The color is like, is it Zamac? Let me get close. I think it's actually just silver paint. Does have a bit of a silver paint, and once again, I'm going to complain about the graphics quality. Ooh, look at that. That looks like looks like salmon. Looks like filleted salmon right there. You have the MBX and Bell logos there. Desert Endurance Racing. Ford Performance. The graphics quality, seriously. The spare tire here does not match the wheels because this was, of course, made for moving parts. So does the plastic. Actually, none of these Mattel Creations releases have come with a metal base yet. To be fair, Matchbox hasn't done them. Well, they've been doing a few metal on metal cars lately. Not too many, though. There's the back with the Ford emblem and the Bronco badge. I like Broncos. I think I said a while ago I really wanted them to do a Bronco in this line. The roof here is printed in black. It actually doesn't look that bad. Some orange striping there. Mirrors are printed in black. There's the front with the grille detail. That's fairly crisp. That looks decent. Actually, the top here doesn't look... Man, I think it's really just the matte clear coat. Matte clear coats make the graphics quality like 10 times worse. It really brings out the dot matrix look. Because this actually doesn't look too terrible. I think like there is grainy lines here and there, and especially like in the front fender right here. It's really bad there. But, oh, what does that say on the side there? It says A50. It only says it on that side. It doesn't say it on this side. I don't know if it was supposed to. I'm not sure. I should look at the packaging. Well, I already put the box away, so I don't care. All right. Not bad. I think I might, I don't know if I like this more than the Gladiator. I like them both because I just kind of like off-road stuff like this. But it's very interesting. Back-to-back releases, they've both been off-road models, and they both have kind of a similar color palette, which is very interesting. So let me know what you guys think about these models. I personally, I kind of like off-road stuff, so I like these two. But the price is kind of the one thing that people complain about with the Matchbox stuff. And yeah, I personally like them. I like the I like off-road stuff. I like the Bronco, I like the Gladiator, I like the casting, I like the execution. Graphics quality is a bit of a stinker. I also do like the new wheel they're using on this. It does look pretty good, as you can see there. They had literally the same wheel. Same trim too. They both have an orange lip. So yeah. And I think it's pretty good, and that's about it. See ya.